Hey, today is not a regular day. If you are in Oslo right now, you can definitely feel it. Rainbow flags everywhere, music, people in the most incredible outfits, laughter, hugs, the city center just feels completely different today. This is Oslo Pride. And today, in the last day of the festival, the celebration traditionally runs for 2 weeks, and during that whole time, rainbow flags hang all over the city. You can see them in every neighborhood, but only on the very last day is the big parade. The closing of 2 weeks that this city dedicates every year to one simple idea. Every person has the right to be themselves, and a lot of Oslo residents publicly support that right together. Today, I don't just want to show you the pictures, I want to tell you why is they actually matters here, not just a celebration, but a story. Also, let's not forget this is a video wrapper, so I will show you some pictures too. I got here by metro to Oslo S, so that where we start. Norway is one of the first countries in the world that started moving towards equal rights for the LGBTQ community. Partnerships were legally recognized back in 1993, adoption rights came in 2002, and full marriage equality in 2009. Oslo has been holding Pride since 1974. That's one of the earliest in Europe. More than 50 years of people coming into the streets. At first, it was a small, almost invisible event. Today, it's a 2 week festival with over 150 events and a closing parade that brings together tens of thousands of people. But it's not just about numbers. In Norway, this topic is not something shameful or politically sharp, it's just part of life. And I think that's important to understand, especially if you came here from a country where things are very different. But I can talk about Oslo Pride without mentioning one specific day, the night of June 2024 to 2025 in 2022. It was the night before the parade. People were celebrating in bar in the city center, and at 1 a.m., a man opened the fire near London pub, a well-known gay bar in the central Oslo. 2 people were killed. 10 more were seriously injured. The police later classified it as a terrorist attack. The court established that the goal of the attack was to kill as many people from LGBTQ community as possible, and to make that community feel afraid. The attacker was sentenced to 30 years in prison. The next day, the parade was cancelled, the first time in decades. But people come anyway. They gathered on the street, brought flowers and rainbow flags to the site of the tragedy in silence. And few months later, the street near London pub was repainted in rainbow colors. The city council made a decision to build a permanent memorial there, so that nobody forgets. But there was also another significant pride last year, and it becomes a big news not just in Norway. In July 2025, Maud Angelica Ben, granddaughter of King Harald, a member of the Norwegian royal family, publicly came out as a bisexual. She posted on the social media, "Happy Pride from a bisexual person," right after she took part in the parade. Her mother, Princess Martha Louise, supported her publicly. She wrote that love is never wrong and that she is proud of her daughter's courage to live honestly. Think about this, a member of the royal family openly, with her mother standing right beside her. In so many countries, that's still impossible to imagine. In Norway, it's become a quite beautiful headline in the news. And I think a very important signal for a lot of people. That's why these people are here in costumes, with flags, with music and laughter. And when I say here, I mean the central streets set aside of the parade. Because if you look just a little to the side or into another part of the city, normal life is still going on. Well, except there are significantly more people in costumes than usual. Although that doesn't stop other residents from getting on with their day. I even found people doing kayaking in the city center of Oslo. But on the parade road, there are hundreds. And I know for sure that many people travel to this city especially to take part in it. Not because everything is already fine and there is nothing left to fight for, but more to say, I'm here, I exist, and I am not afraid. That matters. For someone watching from a window, for someone who just moved to this country and doesn't know yet whether they can be themselves here, for someone who hasn't found the courage yet. And that idea is very clearly shown in a Pride social campaign that I really loved, where people in different places and situations notice someone wearing a flag, a keychain, bracelet, something in support of them. And even though the camera, you can feel their relief and joy. Oslo Pride is not just a party, although the party is also very good. I would even say that the main idea of every parade is to make people talk about it. If you are in Oslo right now, go to the parade and you are already invited. Everyone is welcome. Just look, feel the atmosphere. And if you are watching this video from somewhere else, know that cities like this exist. And maybe that's also important to know. See you in the next one.